Hello guys, I have a question. Is there really any way to save a game like Mecha Break? And I think we'll start really starting to see that the vast majority of gamers don't care about sexy women in video games. I think we need to really accept this as a fact. Okay, so the average play, the 24-hour peak now for Mecha Break is barely over 5,000 players. Yes, but we're told by all these so-called anti-woke accounts that people really want sexy women in video gaming. People really demand to see a girl's boob's sake. This is why I kept calling this game the boob sake game, because that's what it is as well. But it's not just Mecha Break. Wu King Form of Feathers is basically Sonic 06, but with boobs, okay, as well. Okay, and then we have, of course, Stellar Blade, which for some reason still is at the peak players of 12. Oh wait, it's 6,000, and it's regularly reaching its peak players as well as it's daytime in China right now, and still a vast majority of people who play Stellar Blade live in China as well. As well, but the steady decline of Stellar Blade continues as well. Okay, the game's peak player base is gonna fall below 5,000. The average players is already below 5,000. But we're told time and time again that this game will be saved by mods. Mods are going to save Stellar Blade. It's gonna, regain its cube. It's gonna regain its peak as well. But Stellar Blade today fell below 2,000 players. Okay, we're not talking about the times when Steam doesn't work and it goes to 0 players because all games usually do, or the game's servers aren't working. But Stellar Blade falling below 2,000 players earlier today is absolutely embarrassing. Okay, we're not talking about a time when Steam isn't working, but the fact that Stellar Blade is now starting to fall below 2,000 players concurrent is absolutely embarrassing as a whole. Okay, it has fallen below 2,000 players several times so far. Okay, several times. Okay, but we're constantly told by SWZs that Stellar Blade is what gamers want. It is what gamers truly want. Okay, but the game is basically already dead. It's doing worse than games like Borderlands 3. Okay, and you gotta realize, Stellar Blade released on PC this year. It's not like Stellar Blade like 6-year-old game. Then that'll be different. There'll be no reason we'll be talking about it. But when did Borderlands 3 come out? Okay, or the fact that it's doing worse than Battlefield 5. Okay, which we talked about already multiple times. But Borderlands 5 3, which has been criticized in depth for having ugly women in the game, because the female villains are not pretty and, busty enough for Stellar Blade fans. Well, guess what? It's outdoing Stellar Blade. Not at this current moment, but the fact that Borderlands 3 is, I think, doing better peak players wise and average player wise, okay, then Stellar Blade is honestly kind of embarrassing as well. Okay, it's not doing worse peak wise, but Borderlands is having a more stable player base than Stellar Blade, which is absolutely embarrassing for Sift Up, for the SWG movement as well. Okay, because we're told time and time and time again that gamers want sexy women in their video games. They want curvy women in video games as well. But it seems that most people just don't care. Stellar Blade and also Mecha Break as well. Both games continue to drop massively. Massively. Okay. Losing 90% of their player base, even. Okay. As well. Okay. Absolutely embarrassing. Embarrassing. Also, Monster Hunter Rise is already down here? Oh, wait, Monster Hunter Rise is the one for the Switch. They bought. Oh, yeah, Monster Hunter. I was like, wrong game. Or, you know what's even more embarrassing? Civ 7 is now outperforming Stellar Blade. Yes! You heard me right here. Civ 7, not at this current second though, but Civ 7 is regularly outperforming Stellar Blade. Okay? Okay, Civ 7 doesn't fall below the 1,000 players. Okay, doesn't fall below 2,000 players. Okay, and then it bombs because no one cares about Stellar Blade. And remember the Civ 7 discourse as well. Okay, Civilization 7. Okay, there was massive discourse about Civ 7. Okay, and the fact that Civ 7 has led to layoffs, and this game's still performing better than Stellar Blade, despite every single major so-called gaming account promoting Stellar Blade. Okay, as well. Okay, yeah. Civilization is so broke that they replaced George Washington with Harry Tubman. It completely flopped and now it's having massive layoff. It doesn't help that it completely change the formula, so it sucks. Well, guess what? It's still outselling Stellar Blade. So it's still beating Stellar Blade, which I find pretty hilarious. And a lot of these big gaming accounts, okay, they were promoting Stellar Blade. If you look at any major gaming account and search up Stellar Blade as well, I think I blocked the word Stellar Blade is why it doesn't show up as well. But despite only releasing 2, but Stellar Blade has, like, this game literally lost 90% of its player base as well. I was saying that, but the game sold 1 million in 3 days. Okay? But most of the sales for Stellar Blade come from China, okay? Which does not care, that means almost no one in the West bought Stellar Blade. Okay? Just look at the Twitch stats. Almost no one in the West bought Stellar Blade. Okay? As well. But we're told time and time and time again that people in the West, this is the number one thing, okay, that people want to see, okay, as well. But basically, no one is playing Stellar Blade. The fact that it's doing worse than Civ 7 is quite honestly embarrassing, okay, as well. And also it flopped on the PS4 as well, okay. Not PS4, PS5 as well. It didn't really do too well there either, as well. Oh yeah, what happened to Switch 2? What happened to Stellar Blade coming to Switch 2? That's actually kind of pretty hilarious. But Stellar Blade even added, more beautiful women to the game, and it only sold, and even sold 1 million copies in the West. Okay. And now, 95% of Stellar Blade sales literally comes from China. Okay, that's literally I guess. People buying the game in China is still sales, obviously, but the vast majority of Stellar Blade's sales, okay, is from China, okay, and most people don't care about Stellar Blade. It's dropped so quickly in player base. Okay, here's the players by country. 60% of players of Stellar Blade are from China. Yep. So apparently, they actually have the actual sales data for Stellar Blade. So I guess the game did sell 3 million copies. So I guess Stellar Blade fans can win the bone for once. Okay, but you know what other games sold 3 million copies? Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Bioshock, Undertale. Okay, as well. Heck, you know what game? I'm gonna see how many copies. Dragon Age. This I gotta see this. Valor God sold. The player count is unknown, of course, EA. Of course, EA is complete garbage. Actually, it did worse than Stellar Blade. Okay. 1.5 million copies below EA's expectations by 50%. So Dragon Age Vanguard actually did flop. Oh my god, only 1.5 million copies sold. I thought the game sold 3 million copies, but that must be the target for the game. Okay. But here's a trick question. Which game sold more? Assassin's Creed Shadows or Stellar Blade? Okay. As well. So Stellar Blade in its first 2 months sold 2.3 million copies. That's what we're told by these gaming accounts. But Assassin's Creed Shadows still outsold it by 500,000. Okay. Also, according to Ubisoft, the game had 5 million players, which means the game still outsold Stellar Blade as well. Again, it's mostly from people playing it on streaming services, which are all gaming streaming services as well now. But I gotta see how many people are actually playing Assassin's Creed Shadows right now. That would be pretty. I gotta see. Um, are people actually still playing Assassin's Creed Shadows? It's around 2,000 to 2,800 players as well. That's how many people are playing Assassin's Creed Shadows at this current moment as well. But we're told time and time and time again that, Stellar Blade is the future of gaming. That's what gamers want. Okay? And you know what's the funny thing? The same people whine about Mario Galaxy being like $70 will pay $80 for the Stellar Blade and the PS5. Because the girl because look at the here, but she's so pretty. That's what they'll probably say. Or something like that. You know. Literally, there's and yeah, I'm so glad I got balked by base gamer. Yeah, nothing based like obsessing over a fictional female character and telling people to buy a game because you're obsessed with a fictional female character that doesn't exist. Okay, as well. Okay, but yeah, I am getting tired. It is 2:30, and yeah, I just wanted to update you guys on